Well, hello. Thank you for joining me today. It is Tanya from itstheperfectspot.com bringing you some expert stats for what's going on in the real estate market today. We're going to talk about information year to date, and that is January 2014 through through June 2014. July's numbers aren't out just yet. So I'm looking at the first 6 months of this year. And I'm going to talk about Area 13. And we as a real estate agent, we refer to that area as the North Fulton corridor, kind of the west side of 400, including Roswell, Alpharetta, and Milton as well. But remember, it is the west side of 400. Okay, if we kind of look at year over year, you can see 2013 compared to 2014. If you look at that first line, you can see the total number of listings, and that means active on the market for sale. Last year at this time, year to date, we had 487. You can see this year we had almost 100 more at 597, a little bit more than 100. Now, if you look at how many actually sold out of those 6 months of the year, 2013, you see we have 835, and then this year we've had 801. So pretty close to the same amount, a little bit less, but pretty close on track. Now, if you look at the original list price, so this is what the home sellers originally came to the market with, listing their house for sale as. And the original, you can see, was last year at $448,000, and this year it's at $481,000. So we've increased a little bit, a little over 7%. But when you look at what they actually sold for, you can see we've had a little bit of an increase here as well, pretty much in line with what the original list price was. So you can see here the average sales price went up a little bit from $417 up to $446. The median, and then now the SP to OLP, this is the sales price to the original list price, because sometimes sellers experience a little bit of a reduction before they get the sale. So you can see that those have been in line too. We've gone down slightly, just 0.5%, but we're able to achieve about 93% of our original list price to what it sells for here in this area. You can see the days on market have gone down almost 30 days, not quite, but 90 days down to 66 days. And we're increasing our inventory slightly. We're at a little over 4 months supply, and that means if nothing else comes on the market, it's going to take us 4 months to work through the current inventory that we have. Okay, and this is kind of a sales comparison. We started collecting this data back in 2007, right at the bust, and you can see the different color lines. So this 2007 is this color blue, as you can see that. Now I'm going to look at the last two. So this light blue is right here for 2013. You can see we had a huge spike in July, and then it kind of went down throughout the year average. Now 2014 is this light color here, and you can see our spike was a month earlier. It was in May, and it's gone down drastically right now for July and for June and July. And if you look at the month supply here, this is just active, kind of how many active, which is the red, versus how many have actually closed, and the month supply that we have. So pretty good market right now. Now, what I want to give you is details. So we had 801 that sold, right? So if you take that 801, 510 of those homes all made contributions to the buyer's closing costs. So the sellers made some contributions, which was average about $4,300, okay? So if you've got your house on the market right now, you're thinking about selling, and you're in this area, you can anticipate an average of about $4,300 that you're going to help contribute to the buyer's cost to close. Now, 581 of those listings did not experience a price reduction. What does that mean? That they came out of the box listing their house in alignment with what the market value is. So they gave their house the best potential shot of getting their house sold for the maximum amount of money and in the shortest amount of time. Okay, and you can see that their average list price to the sales price ratio is 97.5%. So they're putting a lot more money in their pocket because they priced it right from the beginning with what the market was willing to bear, and boom, they sold it faster. You can see it took them 47 days to sell it, and they got, again, 97.5% back of their original list price. Now, on the other side, I want you to understand that there were 220 listings that did go through some form of a price reduction. And what does that mean? Well, they didn't come out with their best foot forward. They were overpriced, just kind of saying, let's just test the market. Let's see if I can get a little more. And what that did is that caused them to have to lose some money. They did a price reduction on average about $19,000, okay? And you can also see that their original list price to sales price ratio went down to 89%. That's almost 10%. Not quite, but almost 10% difference of that. And that took almost double, 115 days, okay? So when you're looking at the actual numbers, what does that mean when you're talking percentages of getting 89% back versus 97.5%? Well, on the same priced home, let's just look at the original list price of $481,937, right? On homes where that was the right price, they got the 97.5% back. They sold it then for $469,888. And it took them on average about 47 days, right? Now, those that came out of the box incorrectly priced, they reduced the price, and you can see the sales price ended up being, if you take that 89% average, right, that is only $428,923 that they put back into their pocket. So that's a $40,000, almost $41,000 difference, okay? I just don't want you to be one of these statistics. And again, it took them twice as long, 115 days, okay? If I can help you or anyone else that you know for some specific information to your market, if it's different than this, shoot me an email or find me on itstheperfectspot.com and let me know how I can help you best. Thanks for joining. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.